what ways do you benefit, and do you think this team benefits from the idea that you were starting from the time you walked into it?
I think it takes away from the distractions of just people asking questions and all that stuff. For me personally, it's my job to earn that right every day. For me, going in every day, just trying to be the best me and get these guys on the same page as me, and it's our job to figure out what type of team we can be through this camp. So.
Where do you think the 2 weeks after OTAs and minicamp, and then the week before, where do you think that helped you?
For the rookies, like when we were staying, I think for all of us, it was just good to get those reps and have coach there. Have everybody's individual coach there, just talking to them throughout that whole time while the veterans are gone, so we can get a little more hands-on work with each other. And I think for all of us, it helped out for sure.
Do you guys think you have a competitive advantage because nobody knows what your offense is going to look like?
No, I mean I think that we're like I said, we're just trying to get better at it each and every day. And once we, it's about executing at the end of the day. So once we get that down, I think we can be very dangerous.
What did you do for the 2.5 weeks where you got away from football? Did you help clear your head? Did you do anything fun or?
Just chilled out, worked out, went to a good friend of mine's wedding. But for the most part, it was focusing on getting ready for year one.
How much downtime have you actually had since the draft?
More than college. I said, yeah, you got a little more downtime than when you're in college because you don't got to worry about school and all that stuff. But for me, I've been studying and just trying to prepare myself for this season. So.
What's the reason this offense can work in the NFL?
I mean, I don't see why everybody thinks that it can't be successful. It's just like any other offense. It's an offense. We work at it, we practice it, and it's our job to execute it. If we don't, then it won't be successful. But if we do, like I said, I mean, I feel like it works at the college level. I don't see why it couldn't work at the pro level. So it's our job to make people believe in that.
Was that good friend Baker Mayfield? And if so, what did he tell you about coming in here and grasping this opportunity?
We talked about that type of stuff, a long time ago. But it was a great wedding. Happy for him. Had a lot of fun, but we didn't really talk too much football, when I was out there. So.
Kyler, as you were growing up, I was getting to Russell, but as you were growing up, which quarterbacks did you emulate?
Michael Vick. Obviously, now Russell, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers. Like I said, my dad taught me how to play the game. He played quarterback, so I studied a lot. Coach Riley had me study a lot of guys when I was transferred into OU and had to sit out. So I've kind of seen a lot of quarterbacks.
Have you been able to have any conversations with those guys about the position and what they've done? And
I got to talk to Russ quite a few times before that whole combine process. Just let me know how everything works, and he was, if I ever needed anything, he was there for me. So him, not too many other guys, but just from me studying him has helped me a lot.
Yesterday, Kliff talked about using a lot of the verbiage from Oklahoma and some of the stuff that he was at Tech. How much has that helped you adjust, you think?
I think it's helped me a lot, just coming in, being more comfortable. Like I said, if I was to go anywhere else, play for another guy, have to learn a whole new system, whole new offense, I think it would, it'd be a lot harder, obviously doable, but for me coming into this system, day one, when rookie minicamp, I was a lot more comfortable than probably any other quarterback out there, so I think it's helped a lot.
Has there been anything that's been difficult for you on this journey so far as the football side of things?
We haven't really, in college you get to go live and kind of get a feel for what's going on. If you actually completed the ball, if you got hit, stuff like that. But right now it's just NFL is more kind of walk through stuff and, trying to keep everybody healthy for the season. So it's tough to kind of gauge everything. But, once live bullets get going, we'll, see how good we are.
Are you eager to do that, put the pads on to see the speed? And
yeah, for sure. Just like I said, getting ready for the season. Can't get ready if, you haven't seen it. So, I'm ready for that.
When you talk terminology, Kyler, how do you guys decide which plays are going to be called what between you and Kliff? He said yesterday, if you see something and you go, I called it that, is that how it works?
I mean, just like any other quarterback. I mean, if he sees something on the field and he's earned the coach's trust to check something, then you see it, you go for it. You just have a reason why you did it. So.
How have you tried to take advantage of a guy like Larry, and what have those conversations been like?
Just learning. He's a great guy to talk to. That I've seen that very quickly. Learning from him. It's just interesting, how many years he's been in it, how long he's done it, how great he's been, and just picking his brain for me. I mean, I'm lucky. I got a whole season with him. hopefully, he plays more. But it's great to have him in the locker room for sure, him and Patrick.
Who technically won the race between you and Isabella?
That one was me. That one was me. It was 20 yards. But I won't lie, he got me a couple times.
You're really young, but why do you, and I realize you don't have the context of a long history of knowing, but why do you think nobody has implemented this kind of offense before?
Maybe just because, people don't understand how it works, won't trust it, don't think it'll work, or too scared to change anything up. But, when you got an innovative coach, a coach with, a lot of creativity, and that's going to actually go out there and put on the field instead of just talking about it, it's obviously worked. He's learned from, guys that he's been coached from, and, I just think it's a very dangerous offense once everything's clicking, for sure.
You could say Larry could be a security blanket for you and a guy that you naturally just bond with and have a go-to kind of guy. How do you feel about that scenario?
That'd be great. But, like I said, he's been in the game a lot. He's seen a lot more football than I have. But it's our job to work each and every day to get on the same page. And like I said, if we're on the same page, I feel like, we can be very dangerous.
Do you think the fear of putting in this kind of offense is just coaches' fear of change, or maybe they're worried about the stress it puts on your defense? Because if you're getting off the field quickly, either way, they're going to play a lot of snaps.
Yeah, in this offense, if any offense, if you have negative plays, you're gonna be hurt. But for us, hard to stop this offense if we don't go backwards. So I think, like I said, I think it'll be a great deal. The defense is the defense. They're gonna do their job, and it's our job to do ours, put the ball in the end zone. So.
Kyle's trying to keep this offense kind of under wraps this offseason, maybe not getting a ton of reps in preseason games and still being ready for.
Yeah. That's a good question, but I think that's up to coach. For us, we're going to get a lot of good reps during practice, a lot of good live reps. So we'll see how it works out, but like I said, that's up to coach.
Has your film study focused solely on what you guys are doing, or have you even taken the time and maybe look at what some opposing defenses might be throwing?
A little bit of both. A lot of bit of both.
How would you best describe the Kliff Kingsbury you're experiencing now versus the Kliff Kingsbury you experienced in college?
Same guy. For me, just being around him a lot more now. Actually, I didn't choose his school, but now I had no choice. So it's, the same guy. Just being around him a lot more. Seeing how he is around the locker room, around the the building, on the field, off the field. So I think that's the adjustment, but that's part of it.
Curious as to how NFL defenses will attack this offense compared to what you saw in the Big 12?
Honestly, we saw a lot of creative defenses in the Big 12 just because it's tough to stop the offense, and those coaches have been coaching it for a long time. So I don't know if there's much more that you can possibly see as far as defenses goes, because we saw a lot.
Who's the best at stopping it?
Who's the best at stopping? I don't. You watch the season. Exactly. Yeah, we probably had the best offense ever. Statistically, we had the best offense ever to do it. So, obviously, we lost to Alabama. So, I think we got to give them credit.
I know that you've had a chance to spend a little time out here in Arizona. What do you enjoy most about being out here?
You asked me that. I don't know. I really don't know. I've been in a hotel, cooped up, so it's kind of been tough.
What is Kliff like in the locker room and in the office? You said not a lot about him.
Chill guy. Really laid back. Loves the game of football. But off the field, yeah, great dude. Fun to be around. So everything's light with us right now. So.
How similar he and Lincoln?
They're different people. But at the same time, as far as the game goes, they both love the game. They both love to study offense, and they're both great at what they do. So. In that regards, I think they're similar, but they're two different people. So.
Was there any scheme you saw from college defenses that gave you guys more problems than another?
Oh.
You guys didn't have many problems going up
Yeah,
and down the field.
I don't know what you're asking me.
Kyler, everyone talks about the air raid and the passing game. How important is it to get the running game going to set everything up?
That's where it starts. At the line of scrimmage, physicality at the line. If we're dominating at the line, then everything opens up. Like we got David back there, so once we get him going, I think that just opens up a lot of deals for the offense as far as pass game, run game, all of it works. So it starts at the line of scrimmage, and it's definitely important to obviously get the run going.
Still winning, how are you gonna feel if you don't go better than 500 this year?
I haven't really thought about losing, so I don't really know, but I don't plan on it.
How do you feel you're connecting with your rookie wide receivers, both on and off the field?
For me, great. I mean, like he asked me earlier about the 2 weeks that we had when the veterans left. I think that was a great bonding time for us, just because we were with each other all day, from sun up to sundown. So for us, it's been good meshing with them, getting their backgrounds on and off the field. So it's been fun.
You obviously have the scrambling ability, but when you're in camp, knowing defense isn't going to hit you, do you try to go through progressions longer and figure out defenses and where you want to go with the ball?
I think a little bit of both, knowing that you need to be realistic with yourself and knowing what was going to happen, but at the same time, scramble drill, it's not just because I can get around that it's easy. It's something you got to work on. So for us, or for me personally, I think yes, I do need to get out and actually get the guys going and have them feel me outside the pocket and know where to be at the same time. So
Talk about you getting mental reps after OTAs the last week and some this week. What do you personally get the most out of?
I think doing it, just going through it, repping it. But at the same time, seeing it helps,
Are you, when you're watching a rep, is it that you just kind of visualizing the defense? Do you look at all the routes? How do you?
I mean, there's a lot of stuff that goes into it.
You do with the visor.
What about it?
You staying with it?
Yeah, you got to stay with it. It's part of the feel. You feel good, you play good. You look good, yeah, play good.
Have you been able to kind of take stock of just being here your first camp, especially rewinding the clock a year ago?
A lot has happened for sure. I haven't really thought about it like that, but it's hard to, I don't really have much time to think about it just because it's here. I can't remember the last time I played a football game in August, and, it's just going to be here in 2 weeks. So it's hard, like I said, it's hard to think about it because it's right around the corner. So my main focus is getting ready, but when you actually do think about it, it's pretty crazy, everything that has happened from, going to play baseball and then going to play football. So it's a lot of stuff that's happened, but.
Thanks, Kyler.
Thank you.
Thank you.